Hello. Okay. I need to start using Windows tab. So, gonna close these views for now. Oh wait, I can't. Okay, wait, no, that was a bad idea. Okay, make a big one like this. Then open one here. There we go. Properties and outliner. That's what I want. Hi, Aqua. Autocorrect. Yeah, I turn autocorrect off. Oh. I don't know how people deal with autocorrect. Like, if I write stuff, it just writes the wrong stuff. So often. So I just turn the thing off. What is that? Why can I not select it? Ah. What is it? Ah, probably just some hair curve. Okay. Let me get an image editor. Not that image. That one. Nice music. Thank you. I could turn it down a little. Also, hi B. Nice to have you here. And I think I actually got to turn it a bit lower because I
this one, duplicate it.
Need to look here. I hate when it doesn't load the goddamn extension. Why is this extension so stupid? They are fine. Like it's this one, these buttons here, and some other stuff. Like I can just make the video quicker. Could delete the timestamp. Just woke up. Okay. Oh, someone made a comment on my other stream I just saw. Okay, besides that, I need to first...
Let's start with the basics. Blender has many tools that can be used to bend or twist shapes, and we're going to look at 2 of them, which we'll use for this setup. There are other ways this could be done, but these are the ones I like to work with. The first we're going to look at
Yeah, the simple deform seems to be the
modifier.
quicker method.
We've got here a curve and a test plane. This curve is a simple Bezier curve that I've aligned.
Okay, let's quickly do that then. Curve Bezier. VSC curves are always annoying like this. 90, 180. Make the points smaller. Much smaller. And I gotta... Oh, they made this easier. This menu is now outside of this menu. Oh, now you can just say all handles should always be on. That's so nice. Because now I can just select this without having to select the point. Which is just a much better experience. Okay.
Down the front of the face, as this will be used to define the angle of our bangs in the front. I've given it some extrude and bevel just to make it more easy to see, but it won't actually be rendered at the end. The curve modifier is put on geometry to map it down a curve. There we go.
Alright, let's get a plane. I still don't like the new menu, really. I don't like it. Is it... Yep, it's the correct direction. It's just...
Oh, our plane's on it.
It's... curve modifier for... Okay. Hmm? Ah, okay. But wait, why is it not like... Object, front curve, yeah. Deformation axis is X. I just gotta move it over here myself. Let's it's no. Right, shift this. It's been a while since I opened Blender.
Curve, but is it in the right orientation? We can take a look by tabbing into edit mode and setting it to display both the default state and the modified state.
Okay, why does it not like just jump there like this here? Weird.
And if we go and grab our top right corner and move it back and forth, we can actually see that that is affecting our bottom left corner, which is...
Yeah, yeah. I applied my rotation, so everything is fine.
Isn't what we want. We want our top right corner to station. Turns out that Z minus is the one we want. I'm not going to try to explain exactly how all these axes work. You can look into these modifiers in more detail if you like. So, the important thing to know, though, is that the origin point of both objects matters a lot. We can see here that our plane's origin point is in the middle, and the curve's origin point is actually in the middle as well. And you have to keep those origin points lined up, because that's what is used to define how far the curve moves. If we re-enable the curve modifier, and then move the curve in object mode, it messes things up because it's misaligning their origin points. But if we move it in edit mode, the mesh stays properly on the curve because it's keeping a consistent offset. If we, of course, move the plane's origin point, that will adjust where exactly on the curve it appears, so it is okay to move its origin point. But we can get the same effect by moving the mesh in edit mode within the object, and that's generally what I prefer to do. Since I want the curve to define where my front bangs
I think I have it fine right now.
This top loop be down at the origin point of the curve. And you can eyeball that with a motion, or if you want, you can snap your cursor, set the origin point of the plane to the top, and then set the cursor back to the curve, and snap the plane to the cursor. Now, we can start at the beginning of the curve and end at the end. We've got a bit more geometry than we need on this test plane, as it's so large.
I could do that. Set origin to 3D cursor. Yeah, the whole length of it actually is on the curve, so that's good.
We won't remove it just yet. Next, let's look at the other modifiers. The simple deform modifier is used to apply a non-destructive transform to an end. You can twist.
Okay. Never used the simple deform actually. Oh, this just bends it further. So if I would bend it here, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Interesting, very interesting. Right. Which point does it use here? Which bit? Wait. But, the curve's origin point, where is that? Yeah, it's up here. Huh. Interesting. I don't know what it's using for the origin point then. If I selection to cursor. Okay, now it's more under control. Umbrella. Yeah, kinda. Would have to like make it at the end here, like go down a bit, but that can be done later on also.
Bend, taper, or stretch. In our case, we want bend.
So basically, I figured it out already.
Being the object origin, we can control the axis. It's a bend around, and we can control.
Let's just see if he's anything else to say.
See this one. I can make it affect only one side or another. In our case, we're going to use this to bend this plane into a semicircle, and what can help us with that is the other option, which is that we add an empty to serve as the pivot point. Get one.
Makes sense.
Find it. Now see that it's trying to bend around the empty's origin instead, which only does anything on the axis it bends on.
Ah.
Let's go ahead and combine this with our previous curve modifier, bending it one way. Now let's take this empty.
Wait. I think I need to make it bigger. Okay, let me adjust something real quick. That's not what I wanted to adjust. That's a little big. Okay, there we go. I'm moving something else. Like this, okay. And then let's add the URL bar. Wait, what's showing up? What is showing up here? I think it's... Wait. It's a chat. Why is the chat not loading? I'm loving it. Let me check on the chat. Huh. Okay, the URL isn't correct. The URL seems correct to me. I also forgot to do the at everyone. Well, this is I think like for lane, I didn't use the lattice move because I didn't know how I would be able to get shapes at front banks. It seemed to be more useful for more conventional hair types or things down. No, this is about it. write something real quick. Okay, the 3/4 view. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix it. First off, I wanna fix chat. Get me to YouTube Studio. Pop out chat. Copy. It's okay. There we go. Ah, I love YouTube. Wait, did I just... Yeah, I just closed the window. I'm a professional. I'll have you know. Wait. What? Hey! What is Blender doing? The heck? Why can't I even select Firefox now anymore? And got a... OBS is also great. Great piece of software. Okay, let me task manage. I'm gonna task manage Firefox right now, because that's the one I should be able to just task the manager without creating any problems for myself. I have too many tabs. I have too many tabs open. Technical difficulties.
Let's go ahead.
So there's the video. Now I should be able to just select this. Yes. Thank you. Then do that. Do this. Crop it a bit more. There we go. Why when I look down, why does it like the model acts kind of weird? Anyway. Yeah, just put you guys over here.
and combine this.
Okay, let's see.
This to bend this plane into a semicircle. And what can help us with that is the other option, which is that we can add an empty to serve as the pivot point. Get one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't think I care about the empty.
Now see that it's trying to bend around the empty's origin instead, which only does anything on the axis it bends on.
Yeah, I don't think I care about
Let's
the
go
empty.
ahead and combine this with our previous curve
Because I
modifier.
can just
Bending it one
use
way.
proportional
Now
editing.
let's
I'm on
take
fire.
this empty on, and by adjusting this empty, we can get this to bend in the way we like. Although we're going to need more of an angle if we're going to wrap this all the way around the head to the bangs.
Ah, That makes a bit more sense. So... What I could do is just move this further back, and now I've changed the pivot. Or, well, not the pivot point, but... Or... Ah. Eh? It. Okay, first off, 180. Okay, let's just try and empty. Okay, no, that is so stupid. I type in empty, and I don't want the volume. I want my arrows. Okay, yeah, no, I... Hello, hi Rexon. Not Rexon. Oh god. Right, how do I... Middle mouse button. Long time no see, Rexon. Origin. Hair. Origin. Can also just do this. Interesting. Indeed, indeed, it's been a while. Nice to see you back again.
the empty back and forth controls how wide it is, and then the angle controls how curved it is. So 200 is about a good number. So now we can see that the front profile is being defined by our curve, and of course edit. And the rest is being defined by the simple deform. Now it's worth observing, as I move these points, it is going to change the shape because the curve modifier is acting before the simple deform, and the simple deform is bending the whole mesh around this pivot point. So if the mesh changes size, then...
What? This isn't the pivot on origin point, really. It First off, I do this, yeah, expected. I do... this, then okay, that's a bit better. Is it sticking through? It's sticking through, okay. The thing is, at the front it's fine, at the side it's way too much. And I don't care, because I'm going to change that. I could just apply it now, to be honest. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. That's just hair curves with extra steps. GeForce experience. No, I do not want to make a GPU driver update. Oh god, that would be horrible right now. I love technology. I'm just ranting right now.
The shape of the bend is going to change as well. Now, this doesn't go all the way to the top at the moment, so at this point I can tab back into the mesh, and if I move it up on Z, then it'll close in at the top, and we can get the decent shape for our front bangs. And now you can see what we've been working towards with the setup, where our mesh is actually flat still, but then these modifiers have bent it around our forehead into a decent anime bangs shape. We can, of course, make adjustments now to try to get this to properly fit the head and lock in the full shape we want, and we can probably trim some of these bottom loops off. Not going to need that many, but I'm going to leave plenty of space. However, if we do make changes, such as scaling this, then that changes the overall size of the shape, and then we have to readjust these objects.
But I have a bottle of water with me.
Let's not spend too much time on that yet, because there are more layers of the setup. Let's add a tweak lattice. If you're not familiar with what lattices do, you should pause and go look up a bigger tutorial on them, because I'm only going to show the bare minimum. But essentially, a lattice is used to adjust or distort the object inside. So if we add it...
I can just use a damn lattice. Orthographic just feels so weird sometimes. Sometimes it's like, okay, you need orthographic, but other times it's like, I really don't want to be in orthographic view.
A lattice modifier here.
That you have to... Okay, what they did, what is very stupid with this new search function. I have to click with my mouse to open this add modifier menu, and then I have to move my hand over to my keyboard to type lattice. That is bad. You should keep your... That is just bad. Keeping your hand either on your mouse or on the keyboard is much more efficient. Yeah, I can just use lattices. Okay, why does it say UVW? It could just use XYZ. It's funny that you can also move the inside of it. Didn't I select all of them? There's a free add-on that reverts it back to the previous way. Okay, send it to me. Send it on my Discord. Because I need it. A friend of mine just sent me some images. He just played against the top 720 ranked player in Apex today. Because it just makes sense that he plays against those people. Or like the fucking controller player also, it's like, ugh, why? Or like, he also played against the top 256 player. He is having fun in Apex. He's having so much fun. What happens here? What the fuck happened here? Weird shit. Okay, the thing is, I'm just thinking about all the ways the add-on can break, and it's probably just gonna break in some weird way. But yeah, okay, look at this. I'm changing all these numbers, but it only changes the top number. Blender, why? You have the system. Why is the system not working? Okay, anyway, I don't even need it, I just need this and need it to be mirrored. Why is... This is so... Okay, you can't do mirror with... Aha, okay, where do I... There! Why is it not an option up here for the mirror? Like it is in normal edit mode. I need to chill. Huh? What?
and then move the lattice's point.
It's 51 cents.
Makes in edit mode, it will distort the mesh inside.
I'll take a look at it later. Just send a link and all that stuff.
So if we weren't exactly happy with our base shape here, it's pretty easy to set up a lattice and then use it just to adjust its shape. Make it fatter or thinner. It's a good idea when working with a lattice to work in a shape key so that it's easier to revert to the start. That way if I make some change and I decide I don't like it,
okay,
then I can just
that's a good idea to work in a shape key.
But before we set up this lattice, there's actually a whole other
That's like even a good idea for polymodeling.
Let's turn
so
these modifiers off
to
to
spam Control Z.
and add another lattice here. We'll scale it in object mode, so it roughly fits the bounds of the hair we want. It can be pretty much any thickness. I'll do about that. I'll let it be a little bit larger than this. Then I will add a lot of subdivision.
Okay, I will be right back. And I'm back. Old modifier menu. It's interesting how they just like Serpent's file used to make the add-on. Ooh. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a $4 version of the add-on later, because then I have the Serpents file, and I also own Serpents, like a license for Serpents, so I can just change it. Nice. This add-on was originally hosted on here for free. Hosting free products require IP money to host the add-on. Sadly, due to the layoffs and lack of work, I can no longer afford this, so add-on to a degree I believe is worth money. Okay. Yeah. Very nice. Oh, pie menu! Set your own hotkey and access your customized okay, that is amazing. The pie menu stuff, that is amazing. Okay, yeah, I can get behind that. Okay, yeah, that's worth more than 51 cents. Yeah, this is worth more than 51 cents, holy shit. Thanks for the recommendation for that.
There's probably only one or two there. And we're going to try to have it be a fairly even grid. And now, instead of these modifiers being on this plane, I'm going to transfer them to the lattice. Let's pause and do that. Alright.
But I'm still confused with how he
We're going to try to have it be a fairly even.
Oh, does he turn off the...
Let's turn these modifiers off to get back to our default shape.
Right.
And add another lattice here.
But, okay, that is so confusing to me. He has the default... Or does he... let's see.
Layer of lattices to do. Let's turn these modifiers off.
No! Look at that! The origin point of this thing is way to the side.
Layer of lattices to do.
How does it work for him?
Let's turn these modifiers off to get back to our...
Huh? Why does it work for him? Did they change? They probably just changed the curve modifier. In a way that it just doesn't work anymore. Because like... I can't have it some... If I move it over here and then like... Yeah, no. I'm confused. I'm just gonna do it like that and just hide the head. I'm also gonna do hair stuff. Plain lettuce. Yeah, the Bezier curve too. Okay, that's all the stuff I need. Yeah. Okay, then let's do a second lettuce. Yeah, fine like that. No. Wait, if I put that to 2. Okay. That's possible. Interesting. Got them hair. There we go. Ow. Lettuce 1. Lettuce 2. Oh, there we go. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's probably better to have on the V-axis. I should also save.
Our default shape, and add another lattice here. Fits the bounds of the hair we want. It can be pretty much any thickness. I'll do about that. I'll let it be a little bit larger than this. Then I will add a lot of subdivision. We'll probably only need 1 or 2 there. And we're going to try to have it be a fairly even grid. And now, instead of these modifiers being
barely even grid on any...
Okay. On this plane, I'm going to transfer them to the lattice. So pause and do that. Alright. Our plane is now inside the main lattice. That's affecting it. We've given it about as many subdivisions as the plane has, although we could add more if we need more precision. Remove these from the plane. Now the lattice has the curve, and then the simple deform, and then also the other lattice is acting on the first lattice. So it's lattices on lattices.
No, what? Okay, he just like skipped some steps there.
There's probably 1 or 2 there. And we're going to try to have it be a fairly even grid. And now, instead of these modifiers being on this plane, I'm going to transfer them to the lattice.
Huh?
So pause and do that.
To which lattice? To the new lattice?
Alright.
Right, yeah, he is transfer... Okay. Ah. Ah, makes more sense. Also not. Ah, okay. There we go. Wait, when you press this, it changes it by decimals. Why? Huh? Oh, is it because it's the origin point is down there, but it... I'm just confused. I am very confused. Also, OBS. No. What? I hate Windows also. I hate everything today. So I'm in edit mode for the letters, but I'm unable to select any of the points. Ah, okay, when the simple deframe is activated, it just deletes the points. Or if this is activated, it deletes the points. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. This makes this all quite a bit harder to use. Why does it scale it? Why does it get scaled down?
Our plane is now inside the main lattice.
Okay, the lattice is now with all those modifiers, yes.
That's affecting it. We've given it about as many subdivisions as the plane has, although we could add more if we need more precision. Remove these from the plane. Now the lattice has the curve, and then the simple deform, and then also the other has the curve, and then the simple deform, divisions as the plane has, although we could add more if we need more precision. Remove these from the plane.
Okay, so lattice wrap has all those modifiers on it, and lattice tweak is applied to lattice wrap. Okay.
Now the lattice has the
Yeah, lattice tweak is applied on that one.
curve, and then the simple deform, and then also the other lattice is acting on the first lattice. So it's lattices on lattices. And if we needed more ways to tweak this, we could add even more. I've also gone and named my objects clearly. I'm going to hide the tweak lattice for now. So, now that we have this set up, we can actually chuck pretty much anything inside this lattice. And that is what we will use to make our hair. Before we move to actually building the hair itself, let's look at a couple other options in our arsenal. This lattice trick gives us a way to make shapes that are formed by wrapping something. That could be good for front bangs, ponytails, or even twin tails in the back. Lots of shapes in anime or tuna hair can be broken down to essentially half or quarter circles. We can edit our plane more by removing loops or whatever to get a block in. We could set it up with mirror modifiers or whatever the modeling tool we wanted. And of course, we could edit the mesh inside the lattice and see what that's doing. Now, if we make major movements, that will be distorted by all these different modifiers wrapping it.
Okay, first off, why is this thing just so small? It is not cursed at all. Doesn't make a difference. Well, kind of, but not really. Weird.
Generally, when using this method, I try to avoid doing too much editing by hand, because part of the point of this being non-destructive is that you can fully return to the flattened state. But there are some things that this method isn't good for, and that is long strands. So we're going to set ourselves up with a different method to do those. And that is another way of using the curve modifier. Let's turn off our bangs plane. And I'm going to...
Wait, what? Eh?
Non-destructive is that you can fully return to the flattened state. But there are some things that this method isn't good for, and that is long strands. So we're going to set ourselves up with a different method to do those. And that is another way of using the curve modifier. Let's turn off our bangs plane. And I'm going to unhide some other curves that I've already made. These are also Bezier curves, and they are for strands down the sides of the face. Let's make sure we're at their origin point, which I've set to be the same as for other things, but we could actually somewhere else. And let's quickly get ourselves a cylinder.
Looking at this hair. Generally, no. I probably gotta try a different method to polymodel that. But not with a method like this. One thing that I have is I do have... Can just use like the face reference for size reference on stuff how long the hair should be and such. That shouldn't be the problem. Still don't know quite what happened here. But yeah. This reference. Good. Anyway, yeah. I think I'm gonna do this just on my own. Because holy, my brain is bursting right now. One thing I've noticed, like, last couple times I'm trying to do 3D, it's just, nope, my brain is slowing down like hell. Oh yeah, this is also the backup head I just see. Okay, I'm gonna stop it for now. Later today I'm probably gonna do another coding stream. Gonna do some more stuff in the game. And yeah, I think I wanna make some potato chips right now. I've made some potato chips today and they're freaking delicious. I wanna do some more. Okay, see you around. I hope you enjoyed it a bit. And yeah, see you later. Bye.